I know. How's your Bali?
It's good.
Especially the free meal.
Yeah, the free stomachache.
Well, I'm not complaining. At least I grew more gut bacteria in me. The good kind.
Yeah.
We reached the shore just in time, as the horizon began to set fire with hues of orange, pink, and gold. It was one of those moments where time stood still and all you could do was watch in awe. The sun dipping low, casting its final dazzling light over the ocean, turning Kuta Beach into this majestic moment. People strolled along the shore, their dark shapes contrasting with the fiery hues, pausing to take photos or simply soak in the view. And for a brief moment, everything felt exactly as it should be. Unplanned, unfiltered, and utterly unforgettable. But the one thing that stood out more than anything else was the scattered plastic. Water bottles half buried in the sand, forgotten wrappers fluttering the seashore, and the careless leftovers of visitors who had walked away without a second thought. These remnants of carelessness clashed with the natural beauty around, turning what should have been a pristine shoreline into a reminder of human indifference. The ocean, the sunset, all of it was still breathtaking, but now marred by the undeniable truth. It was as if the earth had offered us paradise, and in return we had left behind nothing but rubbish. Ungratefulness. If we want this paradise to be appreciated by the next generation, the solution is simple. We must stop littering. No one is asking us to spend hours cleaning, but the least we can do is take our trash with us. Every plastic bottle picked up, every wrapper properly thrown away makes a difference. This isn't just about keeping a beach beautiful, it's about respecting the planet that gives us so much. Let's help each other, not because we're forced to, but because it's the right thing to do. After all, if we can't even do this small act of care, what kind of future are we leaving behind? Today is our last full day in this paradise. Tomorrow, we'll fly back home. As I soak in the pool one final time, I'll know I'll miss the water, the sun, and the peacefulness of this place. But while I leave this pool behind, the memories I've made here will stay with me forever. And yes, I'll even miss this floaty, my trusty unicorn that taught me how to float. That wasn't even mine, but I found it and I floated with it anyways, and I fell off of it, and I can't forget that. I'm going to miss you, my precious unicorn. I was laughing at how attached I've gotten to a silly inflatable that wasn't even mine.
Oh! Go.
Speaking of good memories, the food here has been another highlight. Hunger strikes again. We saw this by accident. This is another bakso, because nothing fixes post-swim hunger like a steaming bowl of Indonesian comfort food. We walked in and saw this menu. The most expensive order you could get here is 20,000 Indonesian rupiah, but it's still very cheap in my opinion, which is about... And for my fellows lazy to convert. And maybe you can spend more based on how many, and maybe you'll add drinks on top of that. And while it's very affordable, it's almost too cheap for how good it is, the staff are friendly too. They're always ready to help you decide what to order. What makes it even better is the customization. You get to choose your own noodles, pile on fresh vegetables, and add crispy fried sides to your bowl. It's like building your perfect meal. And if I remember correctly, they used to give free tea bottle, aka iced tea with every order, though I'm not sure if they still do. The star of the show, though, is the meatballs. They're not just filler, they're thick, meaty, and full of flavor. We ordered 2 bowls immediately, the beef chinkang for me and bakso iga for her.
Terima kasih.
But let's be real, when hunger strikes, no one waits for the aesthetic B-roll shoot. I dove in like a starved raccoon. The beef chinkang, sinkang, I don't know. A chunky mixed texture that makes you chew just a little slower to savor it. But it's so good! Both bowls swam in fried shallot, crispy fried wonton for an extra crunchy texture, and coriander or cilantro to enhance the flavor and provide a burst of fresh and citrusy taste. The soup is light but packed with garlicky, beefy goodness flavor. One slurp of that steaming broth and she already started sweating like crazy. The weather is like an oven and you're basically cooking yourself from the inside out. Her bakso iga had a tender, bouncy meatball clinging to a beef rib like they were made to be together. But here's the twist, you'll still finish it all. Because pain is temporary, but flavor sticks with you forever. And just when you think the heat torture is over, think again. She casually ordered a steaming hot coffee, as if the molten bakso broth wasn't punishment enough. She just finished a bowl of lava hot soup in tropical hell weather and now she's voluntarily adding fuel to the fire with caffeine. Mama spotted a pickup truck loaded with fresh durian, one of her all-time favorites. But since we just finished the heavy meal, she decided to skip. Maybe next time we'll come back just for that. I stopped by a few souvenir shops to pick up some keepsakes. I grabbed a few small trinkets, a set of 2 keychains, and a set of 2 fridge magnets.
This is your fridge magnet and this is your key.
If you're wondering what I did to the second fridge magnet and second keychain, I gave them to my family members. We headed back to our accommodation, and of course, being a certified water girl, I couldn't resist another quick dip in the pool for just a few minutes. For 2 hours. Really, I just needed to burn off some of the insane amount of energy and calories from the feast I was planning to indulge in later. This time, Mama joined me, which meant no footage of our pool antics. Speaking of feasts, one of the tenants at our hotel had raved about a nearby warung, promising next-level satisfaction without draining our wallets. The way they described it made it sound like a culinary steal, and since it was just a short walk away, we decided it was the perfect spot for dinner. Luck was on our side when we arrived at Warung Ayuna Chinese food and seafood. It wasn't packed, meaning there was no chaotic wait, just a relaxed, no-frills vibe with the mouth-watering aroma of wok-tossed dishes. The menu was a treasure trove of options, from rich Chinese-style stir-fries to fresh seafood. And the prices? It felt like stumbling upon a hidden gem that hadn't been ruined by tourist markups yet. The real shocker, seafood dishes started at 30,000 rupiah. That's barely $2 US. Back home, that wouldn't even get you a sad fish stick. Watching a skilled chef in action, one who cooks with such precision that every ingredient is mentally measured before it even hits the wok. We don't need precise measurements. We just use feeling. That's why it tastes so good. We put feeling in it. This cook was no exception, his hands moving with practiced ease as he calculated each addition to the seafood fried rice. The way he tossed the ingredients, adjusting the flames to chase that wok hay, that smoky, charred essence of great stir-fry. Every swirl of the wok was deliberate, every flick of the wrist timed perfectly to build layers of flavor. Then came the egg. In the same blazing wok, he cracked it open, letting the edges sizzle and crisp into golden lace while the yolk stayed just runny. The result? Contrasting textures, crisp edges. That's exactly how a fried egg should be. Crunchy, smoky, and utterly irresistible. Next up was the stir-fried kangkong or the water spinach. Their stems staying crisp and tender while soaking up the savory sauce. The wok's high heat locked in freshness while adding that signature smoky depth.
Fried yam is really good.
Finally, he tackled the fried bihon because he deftly mixed them with some egg and prawn, vegetables, soy sauce, stock, and a bit of boom boom power. I guess we know what it was. This umami crack. A little bit of ketchup mayonnaise to balance the flavor. And finally, he puts the bihon and just the right amount of char, and voila! It's done and it's time to eat! I start eating already. I try to wait, I really do, but once she starts panning her camera for the b-roll and capturing every angle, it's just too hard to hold back. I'm sorry, mama. The smell of the food and the hunger all mixed together, and before I know it, I've taken my first bite. But mama really doesn't mind at all, because when you're hungry, patience is lame. We just ordered something light, sticking to our go-to favorites, kangkong, savory seafood fried rice, and flavorful fried bihon. It's light, satisfying, and always hits me right on the spot. Since we hate wasting food, we kept our order simple, knowing we can always add more if we're still hungry after, because we don't hesitate to go for another round. Small bites, shared plates, and just enjoying the moment without going overboard. No leftovers, no guilt, just enjoying the bite at our own pace.